So, you know, we got one world left. The Ansem's doing something vague but bad. But we're just gonna let all that just sit on the wayside because we've got more secrets to cover.
It can wait. It's fine.
Yep.
It's fine. How many more angsty, disaffected young boys can he really possess?
It seems like there's only the two. Or the one,
don't
really.
let him get to Cloud, all right? I would be nervous about that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we picked up the 8th Ansem report from Hades.
Yes. Why? Why did you build that?
Oh, God.
Why do you want that?
I made a machine that makes demons. Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm glad you invented Splenda Evil.
So yeah, this report talks about him marking the ones that he created artificially. You can actually see this throughout the game. Most of the Heartless that you fight have that little crest on it, the heart emblem. Any Heartless in the game that has that on it is something Ansem made through his Heartless making machines. But there are a handful that don't have that mark.
Right, and, like the little guys, the little goobers.
The little guys, these guys. Like there are some that are just like natural born Heartless. You know, this big guy from the start. So yeah, that's the explanation behind that little mark that only some Heartless have.
Somebody else is going to try to squeeze it on the market with a similar but distinct logo, try to trick people.
Remember, get the real McCoy, the real Ansem.
I prefer free-range Heartless. Nice organic Heartless, like these ball boys. Yeah.
You know, fed actual hearts or something. I like that once Goofy starts flying, he doesn't want to stop flying.
No, it's so much fun. He's having a great time.
Yeah. So out here is where this world's secret Heartless can spawn.
Oh.
He's big and he just shoots other Heartless at you like missiles. And he just tries to run away from you. A lot easier to handle if you got arrow on you, because then you just deflect every Heartless missile it shoots at you.
Right, yeah.
You can also cast Stop on it, but Stop only lasts like half a second on him, so it's really only worth doing when you're right next to him anyways, get an extra hit in or something. Yeah. There is the annoying thing here. You can take this guy out, and if he drops the items you want, if you kill him over water, those items might fall in the water. And they do like rest. Those items do like rest on the water, so you can pick them up. But I swear to God, there are times where those items fall down and they're just gone. Like I picked up one stone. Where the fuck is the other one? What happened? It's just gone. Son of a bitch.
I'm sorry. How far away from the boat can you fly? How far does this world extend?
Not that far. Like you can.
That is the first thing I would do if I was playing this as a kid.
You can go like an extra boat length or two away. Also, at the very bottom of the boat here is a great place to summon Bambi, so you can grind for items.
Hell yes. There's never a bad time to summon Bambi.
I still just think it's so funny that Bambi is the Disney character that's good for grinding. So yeah, you just like have your summon gauge as huge as possible. You just cast Thundaga everywhere, and it kills every enemy that spawns like instantly. And this area is pretty close to a save point, so you can heal up, and you can just go back and forth to make guys respawn like indefinitely to pick up a ton of crafting items. There's a couple other worlds that have areas like this too, but this is like the main one I remembered going to a lot as a kid.
Thunder!
Like, I'm trying to think Is there a
There's
Disney?
just so many things.
Yeah.
There's so many things everywhere.
It is satisfying to just pick up all those things, but also very overwhelming. But the other thing we've got going on in Neverland, or rather just fucking Captain Hook's boat, when you come back here near the end of the game, is there's a new secret boss fight here, and it's fucking hard. It's we're about to go into the set of like secret boss fights that are like, hey, we're actually gonna make the game really hard now for the 10 people that want that out of Kingdom Hearts.
Is the boss battle against the specter of racism?
There's a specter. I can't say if it's racist or not.
The secret boss battle in the Peter Pan world is you have to go back in time and remind the animators, like, Native Americans are real, right?
God.
Like, they exist. Like, they're human beings, right?
Oh, boy. Let's just say that's what this boss is going to be.
You can't treat them the same as the mermaids. It's they're real fucking people.
God. So for this boss fight, you have to have Peter Pan with you. Just because the way we get to this boss fight is in the corner of this room, Tinkerbell's just hanging out.
Oh, you have to fight Tinkerbell.
Yes. The racist specter Tinkerbell. But yeah, you have to have Peter Pan with you, so you talk to Tinkerbell, and she'll take you to where this this secret boss is. And the game doesn't really make it seem like, hey, you're probably gonna die, kid, when they give you this option. It should be a little bit more like, there's something really dangerous.
Yeah. Whoa, what the fuck is that?
So yeah, this boss fight is Phantom. Like most of the secret boss fights in this game, on top of them just being, of a higher difficulty, they're also kind of like a puzzle boss.
Sure.
So I just cast Stop on the big clock.
I see.
Because at the start of the fight, Phantom will cast the Final Fantasy spell Doom on one of your party members, which, as you can see, puts a little timer over Peter Pan's head. And when that timer hits 0, he's dead forever. Like, you can't revive him in the fight. He's just dead. And eventually...
And so really, Mary Poppins Returns is an adaptation of this boss fight, when you get right down to it.
And so yeah, once he kills one party member with Doom, he'll go to the next, and then eventually go to you and, just kill the hell out of you. So you have to keep an eye on the clock and cast Stop on it to freeze the Doom counter. And every once in a while, it'll turn back on, so you're just always trying to babysit the clock. So that your Peter Pan's soul doesn't get erased or whatever. But yeah, the other thing with Phantom here is that you can only hurt him when that little heart is in his cloak.
Sure.
And it changes colors every time you hit it, which corresponds to a certain type of magic you gotta hit him with. If it's white, you can just bop it with your Keyblade, but otherwise, if it's red, gotta hit it with fire, etc. Which also makes this boss fight one of those, like, hey, this is hard, but also it's an endurance test thing, because it takes forever to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, the other, like, big thing you gotta do, setup-wise, to make this boss fight doable is you have to have a shitload of ethers on you, and probably on Goofy, too. You gotta change your party members' AI to just not attack and use abilities much, because they're basically useless on the attacking side of things here.
Right, yeah.
And it's just they just have to set them up to do nothing but, like, support stuff, really. And yeah, this is, out of, like, every single secret boss fight in the game, probably the most tedious one, just because it takes it takes so long.
each of you is waiting for the other to die, really. Like, you're just waiting around for the vulnerable heart.
Yeah.
And it's waiting for the clock to run out on, again, the life of Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Fire!
Yeah, this boss fight and several of the other secret boss fights we're going to see were not in the original game's release in Japan. They got added to the North American release because it came out like 6 months later, so they had extra development time. And then they made the final mix version, which was Japan exclusive, which had even more secret boss fights in it. It's just the thing Squaresoft / Square Enix did with their games for a while.
Right. I sure hope this guy doesn't kill Peter Pan, though.
Yeah, that'd be pretty bad, right?
That'd be really bad for that one children's hospital that, like, makes all their income on licensing, on, like, owning the copyright to Peter Pan.
See ya!
I thought Peter Pan was public domain.
By now, probably.
Okay.
So, support your local children's hospital, I guess.
Yeah.
Thunder!
We're down to 3 on Peter Pan. Peter Pan's soul. Do you think he's worried? Does he know? Does he know there's a number counting down to his permanent death hovering over his head?
You can't grow up, but you can die. Those are separate. Those are separate things.
I imagine both Sora and Goofy are like nervously like looking to the side just at this number over Peter Pan's head, and they just can't. They can't tell him. They can't bring it.
He can't see it, you know.
Yeah.
What he doesn't know can't hurt him.
You know. Just,
oh no, it's about to hurt him.
just let him live out his last moments, not knowing.
Actual last moment. That's down to 1.
Thunder!
What do we tell Tinkerbell? What do we tell anybody?
All right, Michael, John, one of you's got to stay behind because all these Lost Boys, they're directionless.
Yeah.
They need help.
Oh God.
Whoa.
I'm very thankful that Phantom doesn't really move that much, so it's actually easy to hit the heart. Because if he was super maneuverable on top of this, oh, Peter Pan's dead. He's dead.
Peter Pan has died.
And now it's Goofy's turn.
Well, now I'm invested.
The stakes just...
He's just hanging there limp.
Yup.
That's horrible.
The dead, lifeless body of Peter Pan, suspended midair next to fucking Big Ben.
Goofy!
Can you move that body? What, is it just there
What
forever?
are the newspapers going to say about this one?
Fire!
I don't know, if everybody just claps, he'll come back to life, right?
Mm-hmm. Do we tell Captain Hook? Would he be upset about that because he didn't get to do it?
Thunder!
He'd definitely take credit for it.
Yeah.
Stop!
And also just having the arrow spell up the whole time prevents that that shot right there from like even hurting you. It just gets deflected.
Really, it's an error in strategy on the Phantom's part to not just aim for the magic child.
Yeah.
He went for the wrong magic child. I would definitely take my chances against a weird, overgrown Keebler elf with a knife than this fucking wizard.
Yeah.
Thunder!
The shorts, they disarm you, you know? People underestimate them because of that.
Also the clown shoes, really.
Yeah.
Stop!
But what's that? A fucking barbed wire wallet chain? This kid means business. He's a dangerous lad.
I love Goofy just used one of his abilities that lets him like donate health and MP to other party members, and I love that it still gets donated to Peter Pan. Like you see the effect of like the healing energy descending onto Peter Pan's head, and it just does nothing.
He's an optimist. He's a very optimistic guy.
Once we kill the Heartless, Goofy's just gonna keep doing CPR until the ambulance gets here. Chest compressions from Goofy.
Look, George Geef, my good friend, he cannot entertain the idea of dead youth. You know?
You know, Goofy trying to do CPR would probably be really difficult for him because his mouth is so large and such a weird shape, he probably can't form a proper seal to blow any air.
Like, you see the doom spell being cast on Peter Pan, but Goofy sees Max in a horrible skateboarding accident. He just can't let himself go there. Hope has to stay alive. Oh my god, just die already!
Right? It's so fucking long, this fight. A lot of the other secret boss fights are pretty fun, but this one's just like, oh man. I don't mind the whole, like, gimmick behind it. He just has so much health.
So much health.
And you just do the same thing over and over. Once you get it down, and it's just like, fuck.
Yeah.
But you gotta
And he's
kill him.
not-
He gives you a good thing. There you go.
There we go. He's not that dangerous.
Yeah, once he's figured out, he's not.
What was Peter Pan even doing for you that, like, his loss is a real, you know, loss in the
Right.
fight? Nothing.
Just an extra person that can give me MP, I guess.
He was just your ride.
Yeah.
And not even. He was the hookup to your ride.
Yeah. Yes, killing Phantom does get you the final upgrade to the stop spell, which is extremely handy. Especially if you haven't done the Hades Cup yet. Yes, that is the most tedious of the secret bosses gone, thank God.
Hey, Pete, you should probably hang out here.
Yeah.
You get a juice box or something, you earned it. You shouldn't try to drive for at least 20 minutes.
So yes, the next secret boss is in Agrabah. And similar to the previous boss fight, we have to go to the secret boss by getting a ride, but this time from an extremely panicked carpet. He's just flipping his shit.
Well, someone's trying to break in and the carpet doesn't know the combination to the panic room in Aladdin's house. Something showed up on the Ring doorbell camera at Aladdin's house.
Yeah.
Hell no. Yeah, what is this guy? What's going on here? This looks like fun.
Yeah.
This little monster bug face. All right.
This guy is a way more fun secret boss fight. He's kind of, he's somewhat like kind of mechanical feeling. When I saw this guy the first time as a kid, I was very hyped because he reminded me of that one Gundam from Gundam Wing with the same swords he has.
Yes, Sandrock.
Sandrock, that's right, Sandrock. So I was just like, whoa, cool, Heartless is kind of like a Gundam or something, I don't know. This boss's name is Kurt Zisa. The reason why it's named that is because there's a contest held for children from like some gaming magazine for children to possibly to have their name as a secret boss in the game. So a child named Kurt Zisa won, and that's why that's why this boss is named that.
Thanks for everything, Kurt.
Yeah.
I'm really happy that this monstrosity has a normal human name.
It's very funny. Yeah, this guy's got like 3 different phases. The first phase.
What was the heartless printing machine set to when this guy came out of it?
I don't know. There's a couple different qualities that you just slide. It's on like a sliding
6
scale.
arms, melee, gigantic, trending on ArtStation.
Yes. Yeah, that's why every single Heartless is kind of vaguely themed after the world they're in, because it's just, you know, Ansem's
just recombinative, yeah.
Yeah, Ansem's just typing in the style of Aladdin, Disney. But yeah, that first phase, you can only hurt him by hitting his head, but you have to like stun him so he falls to the ground first. The first phase, you have to like destroy the magic orbs he's holding in his hand. The second phase, you have to stun him by destroying his magic shield, which is only damaged by magic. Like, when you do down him, like, you can chop off huge amounts of his health. Like, he's almost down to his last health bar already.
Everybody's going to town on this guy.
Yeah. This guy...
And his orbs.
Yep. This guy is pretty hard, though. He just hits hard. Some of his attacks are really fast and cover a good distance. The third phase is the toughest because he gets an extra move where he just starts spinning like a top, and you have to dodge through it with invincibility frames, and the timing's a little tight. Especially when he goes horizontal like that, and you can't just potentially roll out of the way. Donald and Goofy can't handle that attack at all. They will die here, no matter what. It is up to Sora.
Goofy's just barely hanging on. Never mind. Spoke too soon.
Yeah, Kurt Zisa, an actual fun secret boss fight, who's hard but like doable. It's not too bad, especially like when you break the orbs in his hands and it drops a ton of health.
Right.
Like, that's pretty forgiving for a secret boss fight, I feel.
Yeah, Kurt's a nice boy. He's a good kid.
He wants to have a good time.
Yeah. Kurt just wants to hang out. With his super strong OC.
Yeah, it wasn't like... It was just the name. It wasn't like, get to design a boss like those contests we used to have for the old Mega Man games.
Right. What if that did come with the name? And like,
oh man.
So there's a robot master named Jeff.
Jeff Man.
Jeff Man.
Yep.
Here.
Yeah, it loves this attack once it figures it out.
Yep, and it can just annihilate you.
This is very Jak and Daxter to me. This is a Jak and Daxter design.
You know, I can see that actually.
Yeah.
I never really thought of that, but yeah. Probably because I haven't really played much of the Jak and Daxter games, but... God.
Oh my god.
Almost dead. Almost dead.
There we go.
Dodge with that last pixel of health I had.
Let's go. This is it. Come on.
Farewell, Kurt. You did good. Somewhere out there, Kurt is living his life.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, he introduces himself, and someone does a double take. And then Kurt knows so much about this other person immediately.
Yeah. It's not just like, oh yeah, you also get like a new special ability and a new Ansem's report. They wrote even more for the American release. There was originally just the 10. Yeah, it's like, oh, they know about Kurt Zisa. It's not just, oh, you like Kingdom Hearts. Oh, you like Kingdom Hearts enough to do the secret boss fight shit. Like, you're at a different level.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Gummy lore. All right.
Gummy lore.
So our gummy ship is made of just like wreckage
Yeah.
from destroyed worlds, including like, I mean, everywhere that our Traverse Town friends have come from.
Mm-hmm. I love that stupid thing of just like, ooh, look at these cute little gummy blocks. They're like candy, but they turn into spaceships. And it's like, no, that's the remnants of destroyed worlds. Ridiculous. But
I'm gonna go kidnap a girl now.
goodbye. But there's still even more secret boss fights left next episode.
Of course.